things as it is the grand final. Kicking off here on map 1. Crashies get that first bit of contact, but it's all in, baby. It's bursting. Loud straight towards the site, and OpTic better be ready, because Loud are instantly bringing the fire.
Two very quick was the third followed up here by Sassy as well. Just Victor and FNS left here for OpTic Gaming as Loud take full control of B site. Actually, Ricardo playing very close contact on the doorway, but actually picked off by Victor. Eventually on the way back through, plenty of time to work with here.
I need another pick though, and with the HP being a little less than ideal for Loud, there is still a chance of it, but that late lurk through middle, look at who's encroaching slowly but surely. Les could be the downfall of it all. Gonna find one, and now FNS, they've got to know where he's at. Confirmed presence towards Cat, and surely this is done for. Surely, right? Surely, there it is. Sassy finally deals with it. You can see the danger mounting. Pistol converted here for Loud, and such a concise, dominant start there. No mincing their words at all.
A statement made in round 1. They stack up, they death ball in, and Crashies dips his toes a little bit, punished for it. I'm curious, actually, if really you talk about this rematch and talk about the pressure being so high here in the grand finals, the stakes raised, but this is comfort zones. The Loud try and toy with that a little bit. They're one of the most proactive teams in terms of the early round. But if that converts into aggression here and finding entries, it could be very, very concerning for OpTic early on in this half.
It's just such a, you know, a dangerous concept for both sides as well, because you don't often see such familiar foes in games this early on, and it truly changes the dynamic here. They should be so hyper aware of each other, but again, the fact that Loud did win their last meeting truly changes the narrative, truly changes how we have to look at Loud in this, give them credit where it's due. But the buy into this round, do just have the Marshal. Nothing too much really beyond that, a Sheriff, a Frenzy. So certainly not outside of the realms of reality, but one thing I am seeing though, Mike, is a stack. And as it stands, in the right place.
Could be concerning here. I mean, the drone's going to be crucial at spotting 1 or 2 members. Knife actually only going to catch 1. Victor looks to go aggressive, punished. Spass ready for it.
I like the idea of Victor trying to bait them in though, almost over-aggressing on it, trying to encourage his hit to come in from some players on the site. However, Aspas might work towards Marv, but he's taking a little bit of chip damage here. He's actually in the blender, but still standing. How? Did he just fight through that? No stress, no sweat, 5 alive. They walk into the stack and dismantle it.
Another decisive round as well. Brute Force and Ignis on the way in. No real indicators towards the stack, but like you said, that slight bit of aggression, almost baiting Loud into a false sense of security. Loud, make the most of the opportunity. For the Prime Gaming flawless here in round 2. Unfortunately, actually, the Knife didn't reveal more of this stack. I don't think OpTic even expected them to pop as quickly as they did on the back of that entry.
But I love this from Loud, though, coming in with this really confident mentality. Now, this is the first big challenge, though, Mike. We have the buy coming out here for OpTic. Far from perfect, some light shields.
Great flash.
You're absolutely right. Sticking around on this. Gonna isolate Aspas. That's a big pickup already. And they're committing to the fight. This is a really brawly beginning.
We'll peel away, though. Now they've found Aspas again. They take a bit of a bite out of the execution if it does come through on either side. Actually, less spotted out in mid as well. Victor looking to actually close the gap on this. Could be problematic here. Les actually gets attacked here, but the double swing coming through. FNS gonna find it.
Yeah, keeping that one safe. Didn't allow it to spiral out of control. And I looked at Loud being very decisive, very commanding,
right back
dominant
here.
even. Exactly. OpTic answer right back in kind, and Loud are barely making their way from top mid. Now, FNS going to note that. Yeah, Pop Flash not bad though. Will at least give them the angle to fight with, but what they're left with is still just the 2 Bulldogs. But again, obviously for OpTic, they love to keep these and yay, in the back lines. Oh, and the patience shown is horrible, isn't it? Nastiness from Yay. Nice and clean. 4 alive, the rifles convert, but again, that was the bonus for Loud.
It's key to note early on, we just touched on it, but how willing these teams are immediately to close down these kills. We talk about Loud's ability to convert man advantages, and how actually early on in the rounds, we're talking about how they have one of the strongest early round kind of protocols. It's interesting if OpTic are going to continue with this. Again, pushing towards mid, whether or not Loud actually are going to continue these little flash plays in through a lobby. Seeing a heavy stack here once again, Les going to have to prop up the other side of the map entirely here. Don't expect Crashies and FNS to go exploring just yet. Yeah, both noted close on A main here.
Big info found. There's the flash, and they at least start taking the space towards A. Now, Victor is staying around though. He's not falling back towards the site. He's just from the off angle, dips back in, Sadak with the punish, but tries to backpedal away. Trades come back and forth, leaving just OpTic with 3. And again, these fights are never ending. There's just no slowing down to this.
I have the spike.
They've made it possible, back to a 2v2.
That's a big kill, actually, from Crashies. It relinquishes some of that map control. Look at Marv now looking to exploit that.
Iceman himself, the audacity to do this in a 2v2. Do they consider it? Do they read it? Let's find out. They seem prepared, but
he's heard them.
He's going to hear this. He's going to call for the run. You've got to look towards Crashies as well. Surely he's going to...
Marv,
not enough timing for the man! The audacity to walk up Cat. Zero respect, zero care. Gets behind him, gets the info, and gets both the kills.
There's beautiful watch rounds like this where you can see both teams are just at that cerebral level, trying to just manipulate any space on the map. Yeah, actually going to have the operator online here for round 5. Loud's ultimate stack looking very healthy here as well, though. Sadak actually with no command. A couple others, and that's such a crucial kill there. And like I said, Marv manipulates that perfectly.
I'm just still amazed by the willingness to brawl that we've seen so far on the extremities. They really stick around for these fights, but fighting for so much of the initial space. Yay, though, noted first time with the operator in hand, and a very fast piece of mid-presence. Now, fortunately, for OpTic, they do have a little bit of time purchased there, so no worrying crunch
Great
yet.
flash.
And, oh,
no, clear him!
No! How's he going away with it? They just walk on past, walk on by, dips around, has a little peek towards main, notes the players. Yay, still on the case. Yet to be forced away from the angle, and what are they left with? Sassy, Les, and Pancada, and you know FNS is walking this. This is insane play. The bravery to do this, testing them on all occasions.
Let's didn't spot him.
And he has no idea. FNS is getting away with murder for the second time! Doesn't get checked again! These corners will be the downfall of Loud.
Again, key information. As you see Les slip away into a lurk roll, knows that Sassy and Pancada are going to have disconnected from this.
And here we are again. Top middle at a disadvantage. I can't believe what we've been witnessing so far. This defensive-sided aggression, and the timing is gorgeous. Might be able to thread that needle of timing so perfectly. Does Sassy and Pancada have anything to really say about the matter? Maybe they'll get a plant
30
out of
seconds
this.
left.
Maybe.
You can see Marv and Victor actually tucked up. Happy to give it away here.
Disciplined. I like that.
Marv actually just holding the angle here on the jump-up spot, so... come through. Again, time now becomes a concern. Is not going to be very comfortable. Pancada and Sassy to actually set up in this post plant. Is he going to get aggressive off this paranoia?
Spike planted.
See. Mark still being cautious, waiting for support that is now arriving. Bear in mind we have the flank from FNS, so he's going to be late towards A main. They could wait for it. Which, well, you don't get ahead of yourself when Ye's watching that. Be it Mark, be it Ye, it doesn't matter, you're dead. Sassy now surrounded. 4 players. The first falls. Found him, silences, yay, quick trade, Marv is there. Mike, let's kind of pause for thought here as the defuse comes in. The tempo changes here are unbelievable. We've had patience being displayed, let's say, in that, sitting deeper towards the site allowing the plant. But then we also then had FNS strolling down middle. This is going to be hard to handle for Loud.
Yeah, and look at the number of times that OpTic are happy to do that. Just backfill where they actually discover this information, or at least feel a little bit of pressure. I mean, actually, how FNS isn't cleared down, and it's almost like that flash is tailor-made to actually get them full market control. And FNS runs away with it. Curious here, like I said, some of these ultimates now coming online for Loud. Aspas going to bring in the Sting here. I'm not sure if this is banking on winning this and trying to get an operator online to face off against Ye. Curious to see, but the weaker side statistically here for OpTic, so we're already seeing a little bit of an adjustment here.
Now, we talked about Loud breaking their curse, but do remember the narrative, the concept that you don't get to beat OpTic twice. And now that's come back into effect. So, I mean, Chet's been cooking up something in this game, certainly changing the tempo and the tone to this. FNS needs to be careful now. They are holding for this push potentially. Let's see if he gets the timing right, though.
Loud, actually. Look how deep they've had to tuck into this default now. Actually
Paranoid
investing
about
utility to force them off such a forward angle. Again, there's no pressure. Look at OpTic, they actually swing through now. Marv's exploring short, he's got the one-way up.
They've conditioned them to do this. It's the perfect, causation and reaction.
Great bait for the operator as well. Yay, rewarded for it.
Fantastic. Gets to fall away, dips towards short. The lockdown comes in and ensures further safety. Now they can rotate that third man if they fancy it. Still not too much stress. Aspas, position noted, will fall away. This is very comprehensive from OpTic.
He is, and actually the lockdown force them into an uncomfortable position because there's 30 seconds left for Loud to actually step the pace up here. Does this drone clear FNS again?
Don't let him get away with it again. Finally he gets found, sprays in, still! I don't know how he's doing this time and time again. Leaving Sarsi and once again Pancada to deal with such an unfavorable situation. So many players against them, so little time. OpTic mean business today, Mike. This is looking good. It looks like they've done the work. We were waiting to see if they had been able to.
Absolutely. And they're tempering this aggression so nicely. It's a peek here and there, and they're ready to re-hit as Loud set up outside sight. In great timing to deal with the turret as well, the bait being the Vandal to come through to deal with that turret. Sets Ye up for success. Beautiful stuff so far from OpTic. Already improving on the previous matchup. 13-3 last time to Loud on Ascent. It was 3 defensive rounds for OpTic.
And we have to put into perspective how hard it is to play into this. With the veto the way it is, with the bans that come in, the map veto will sit very favorably towards Loud. So again, coming in with the odds against you like they are for OpTic, this is quite an impressive start. But it is only the start, and it is a best of 5. We have a little setup here towards Short, and somehow Marv still gets away with it, finding Stadak. Quick pop flash underhand, you can see the instant pressure. They just pile it right back on in. OpTic aren't backing away from any of these fights.
Oh, I got a noted with the drone. Slips onto the side.
So long!
Remaining.
Crash is offsetting the timing, playing a little ahead of the utility there, and it's shut down again! What has gone into OpTic?
The pace is just great. OpTic typically a slower team, but actually if OpTic start trying to pressure him there. Like I said earlier, relinquishing some of this map control. Both Victor and Marv noted here off the knife. Look at the pressure. They can't even get past this one way.
No, this is a stranglehold on the game. And we know the willingness to fight. OpTic aren't just doing this as posturing, there is intent behind it. Already having FNS kind of over towards Tree as well. Ye posted towards main. And Loud have to find the solution. And this, I'd say, has to be this round, otherwise it starts getting really out of hand. Cycling through the utility though, Marv's still ready off the back of contact.
They burn up so much time with this one way. Marv will be noted here. Deals with it. Does the read come back around? Perfect!
This set piece is gorgeous! Off the back of contact, the paranoia invested in the swing comes out. But he does get punished. A pop of the ult on the side now looking more vulnerable, but the double stack towards Tree still stands. Marved, I don't know if he got hit by the paranoia, he did. Just backs in towards the nade, but look who's there! Perfect reply from Pancada. Finally having the impact on the site. But it is Ye in a 1v2-ish. Stadak not really influential yet, but it's still this man! And he's still got the big gun! Oh Lord above, what is he up to? Testing the waters, wants to take down the door, give himself the chance. Pancada now, there. The single one standing, and you're right, the spike is not to hand, and Ye knows it. The fight for Ye! You can't dance with the devil and not expect to get burned. Ye's in the building.
The red ball clash from Ye. You can see immediately how quickly OpTic looked to collapse on the back of just slight contact. Marv and Victor, a great setup here. Pancada actually completely back, but you see all eyes focused on main. But they just can't recover here. You can see as well, even with this. You don't often see Ye's op not shoot straight, but he gets them on the second regardless. Against the reads, they know exactly when less is coming.
And they are
not
grinning,
noted
man.
this point.
Look at Crash's face. They are beaming in this. They know exactly what they're up to. Ye's now getting confident. And I feel like the snowball effect could come in here. Loud needs to stop the rot, and they need to stop it fast because they are now heating up. They're firing up. That's not bad, but the answer's better. Once again, the back and forth. The fight never subsides. They just double down on it. This time, no less. Still trying to bail them out. We've had Pancada before. Les there. And again, Les doing it. This guy has been a phenomenal player. They need him again because Ye is still standing, and it's another 1v2. Surely read, surely known, and that time he is dead. If Les has to do it himself, he will.
And this is a key round. I was talking about when they're actually looking to come and pressure Les, get him out of tiles, get him outside of B main, and Les stands strong.
He's such a demon.
Answers the call. Beautiful stuff from him, but still, 3-round deficit here.
First real reply, but it was off the back of an individual, right? And I think the desk rightly highlighted how good Les is. He is an impact player. He is one of the names that should become a bit of a household name here in these shots. They're absolutely crisp as hell, but it's a one-player bailout. You could argue Ye had that in the prior round, but again, 6-3, we need to see repetition to this.
Trend continues. Ye, actually, look how deep he is. The paranoia from Marv, perfectly timed as well. Making sure there's no possibility of a trade coming through. It's Aspas again. Takes away some of that pop on this execute, but the Hunter's Fury going to be posted blind here.
Yeah,
Tag
such a
with
good
the
tag.
first.
And he's dead.
Found.
Couldn't get away from it. Good connection from Sassy.
Mob! What?
What is going on? How is Mob here? How has he just got a kill? Still noted, still fighting. Finally goes down. Sassy's got him. This game is just...
Look at the damage.
Sassy's considering this though. Victor had no idea. Sassy is becoming quick to what they're up to, and Sassy is saving them with 5 HP.
Dark goes through, but they're still locked out in main here, and actually, FNS noted.
Cross is
A little
being
bit of
watched
chip
though.
damage. Can't repeat this now with the operator.
Okay. Cross vision somewhat depleted, but
Look at Crashies.
Get out. It crashes. You wouldn't dare.
He's actually got the Hunter's Fury as well, so he can split from FNS here, but a little bit of a misread from OpTic.
30 seconds left.
Assessment incorrect. They maybe assumed that they'd have back towards B after the contact on FNS, but no, they carried on forward. Now the plant's in.
Crashies on short here. I was going to say, if he actually does want to clear through main with the Hunter's Fury, he could, but not to just swing this through as 2.
Sassy
Player standing.
isn't the one to be worried about just yet. Pancada holding the push up here. Crashy's trying to stay tucked to the wall to avoid being noted, but he has to swing it. Eventually, Pancada, great work. And they're starting to work it out. They're starting to piece together what is going on and what's going so right for OpTic.
How Marved is there at that point of the round. Again, that's on the back of the paranoia coming through from Tree. Even here, on the minimap, look where Marved is when this engagement's going onto site.
But the fact that Sassy even doubled down to check again, that to me is such good intuition from that man, just to ensure that there was no second layer to it.
It's the conditioning early on in this half, where actually everything that Loud are doing, OpTic are happy to backfill immediately. Still got the lockdown up, unless, well, we do see, that's the first time.
Yeah, he's in mid. Yeah, he's in mid. He just went for a wander in mid. On a lovely sunny day, but he loses his life. Sadak with the trade out, and now you can see the look towards the site. Less leading this. One tuck towards market, one towards the box. You have the ult invested now. Do they commit further? Yes, they try to. Crashies though, greets it. Smiling again, the vision depleted on one. I think it was Sassy couldn't even see. Pop flash towards the site itself. Victor has one in kind. They're trying to halt this progress.
Look at Marv
1
again,
minute on the board, and you're absolutely right. Marv is in the back line disguised as an assassin. And this time, they're absolutely clueless. And it keeps happening time and time again. This is just unthinkable.
I mean, OpTic are just pulling off some of the most unorthodox decisions, and it's paying off for them. Loud can barely get a steady footing. Again, look at Ye's willingness to just swing here. There's been a lack of focus from Loud towards mid in the early round because they've had to stack up towards A main. They've had to try and pressure this one way, force Victor out of some of these angles. And Ye, yes, gets the kill, gets traded, but then look at the immediate decision from OpTic.
It's actually been wonderful to watch, and you're right, you kind of frame it so perfectly. Ye created that avenue that then you're going to see Marv kind of fill through and then find the approach from. Now, we go again.
More
It's B.
regression. But look how early the information comes through, Lauren. The rotation's already happening.
And it's not just mindless, it's so well constructed, and we're going to see everything invested towards this. Crash is going to post it. It's FNS to find the front. That's Sadak now gone. Crashies going to be halted for now towards middle. They could really do with some damage now, and they ain't getting it. Marv this time stands to fight, does get outdone. Good trades. There's FNS playing off of Sean, and he just gets aggressive again. What is this brawl? I can't believe what we're watching.
It's only here with the lockdown. Actually, Les looks to pin them in here. Sassy the one to close it down. What the hell was that first half?
This has been one of the most volatile already. This is something different.
It absolutely is. I already said earlier on the last time it was 3 rounds for OpTic to pull away from their defense. And it's 7 this time around. The stronger side being Loud on the defense.
This is their absolute, just perfect side. So we go in, the challenge is set, the bar is high. OpTic, if you want a chance in this, you have to genuinely go against the odds by such a large margin.
A slow approach here from OpTic early on, but they got bodies outside short. Pancada actually tucked in on Tree here. Does have Sassy close by.
Oh,
Sassy, what?
The shot.
The second headshot on that.
And Pancada's still happy to sit on this for now, being bailed out a fair amount and no main pressure either, so they're really quite free to do this, but walk up from OpTic. Okay, Pancada finally falls, and Crashy's got both there. Pancada, fair enough, but how did he get Sassy? I do not know. Les is on the case and Sadak's on the flank. They're not letting this one go without a fight. A 3v3 now, the door going to be dealt with very swiftly, and Les needs to be a little cautious there. Didn't want to get caught out now. The spike's not crossed. They still need to find a way to facilitate that. And look at what Marv's up to.
Man.
Of course he is. The man in the back line's always going to be here. Marv again. He's going to hit. Did he hit the glass break? I'm not sure.
Oh my god!
Oh my word, they turn around and once again, it's Marv. Just their biggest fear in the back lines. How does he keep getting behind them?
It's ridiculous. He is making the most of so many plays from OpTic in terms of creating that pressure and just doing the unthinkable. FNS hasn't crossed with the spike. There's a cooldown here where the smokes aren't available. You can even see here, Les is taking a double glass. He's like,
wait, what?
Wait. Oh, Omen's dead? Who's that?
Pancada, why are you still alive? Yeah, a bit. Is this just the state of things to come is what I'm looking at. Marv keeps finding this space. He's got that really good read on the game. But again, you looked at the stats coming into this. This is already starting to look like maybe this goes out of the ordinary. Let's look at the buy here. Just the stinger for Aspas and the Sheriff for Sassy, but that's it. So for OpTic, they want to keep it clean. We do have a stack towards the B site, though, this time, and that's for Loud. 4 players present. And you can see a little bit of progress being made on the other side until then. Sadak was a player on short, does get picked off by Ye, so already we're now looking at what else can they achieve here.
Well, no, actually, that peak is almost a red herring. So you said, the stack is here on B site. Now players conscious not to give away any audio cues. OpTic happy to slow things down now. How deep this drone will get. It's all the way from Sub Rosa, so he won't actually find anything through tree or onto site. But with nobody holding it, OpTic almost feel as if they got some space to work with here. Knife actually invested towards B as well. I'm not sure who that noted. There should have been 2. They've got a wide open site here.
Yeah, at this point, you're starting to be very confident that you made it past tree, that no audio cues, no nothing out of play, so pretty much free plant. Still being cautious enough, but should go down here unchecked. And let's see if Loud can get anyone. That's the name of the game. Can they do any damage at all in this round? Or will this be as safe as houses?
Well, it's going to be difficult here with... I mean, Aspas has a stinger. Sassy with a Sheriff. Well, they're just going to try and dampen the next round here. Remove some of this and force a repurchase. Sassy's found one. Yay. Will respond, though. Just Aspas and Pancada left to find.
One enemy remaining.
The Spectre does better than the stinger in that scenario. Pancada will respond, but now OpTic conscious to hold on to at least 3 of these weapons.
If you could punish Crashies, that could have been something. Not to beat. OpTic keep 3 alive. And at 9-5 now. This, I'm not going to get ahead of myself because we do know how good this map is for Loud, and I'm going to hold on to that here. Not going to lead into this just yet, so... Just
to cut in there, though, but this next round is key.
Absolutely. This is the one that determines.
This is double digits, potentially 11, because we're going to break the purchase of Loud. We come into this, actually, with a couple of light shields as well.
Yeah.
Well, this one could be almost map-defining, because then the deficit is so large, and the way the OpTic are playing, they're almost baiting Loud into trying to take control of some of these rounds.
And a fast start, though. Marved quelled early on. Sadak with the swing, and we're seeing similar scenes here over towards that kind of A-main approach, almost mirrored to an extent, but a fight on the other side as well. Loud showing aggression on both sides of the map here.
Yeah, he becomes the power player here. That rifle in hand. Victor does have a Bulldog as well, but smoke's removed now. OpTic need to put themselves in a position to find an opening engagement. They can't lean back and rely on Marv smokes in any form of execution here. So they've got a minute to work with, so hoping Loud to try and keep this as clean as possible. Yeah, just going through the motions, removing as much of this utility as possible that's not causing a rotation.
They're pretty happy where they are for now. The crunch towards the B side looks like it is now being committed towards. Victor going to be there, spamming away less. Takes a little bit of damage, but yeah, he's in the sight! flies over the rooftops, takes down Les, spots the player by the back of Boathouse, flash dribbles through, and
Flash is
Sarsi
perfect.
eats it just completely. Sight's now there, Spike is on towards it. FNS trying to hold the cross, and he does exactly that. Job achieved, mission achieved.
And
But
the
can
upgrade.
they hold this though? Can they hold this retake? Aspas and Pancada have to work this through.
Aspas making his way back through market here. The turret going to be key. Alarm bot actually stacked up on stairs as well. And OpTic happy to wait for contact. It's a weird setup though. Crashes up on the box.
A little unorthodox seems to be the name of the game. This entire map. And
wallbang came through.
And the damage now achieved, but FNS falls and now crashes his blind. Tips into the smoke. They still haven't found him.
No way.
He's got one. Oh, Pancada saving Loud from what could have been an absolute tragedy in the making. It's going to be close, but I'm pretty sure he's got it.
What a play from FNS. He eats the paranoia, slips inside the cloudburst, nearly gets the better of Pancada as well. They made him sweat for it. 0.74. What is this from Ye? Right over the top.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
And again, it cost them 4 lives. And the repurchase looks a little rocky. Ye's got his Blade Storm already.
Yeah, he was farming. And yeah, the buyback for Loud is
Look at the advantage
filth.
here.
It's horrible. It's straight up middle. Look at the push already coming out. Aspas, though, wants to be the one to equalize it, the grand equalizer here. Push straight up through middle, low towards tiles, try and spy the player, but it's not just him. There's 4 players behind it. Smoke towards CT.
They've got
FNS
the
should have seen
spike.
enough.
The spike's there.
Oh, you're absolutely right. The spike is behind the wire. It's in enemy hands. They're going to set up new defensive lines. This map ain't going to be fought out like this often. And Sanak's going to
Pokemon.
as well.
There's no way to put it. This is just to slow things down here, but look at OpTic.
How'd you get back in here? They're locked off on so many angles.
Can Victor find anything here, actually?
Oh, Crashy's has just got down Sanak. Oh, no way! It's falling down like a house of cards. Aspas goes down, they still know less. Pancada's there too, but there's that final player. They don't quite know. Crashes with the tag and the frag. Couldn't find Pancada. Les still doing well, though. Still making this seem almost possible. Spike back in hand in 45 seconds. They can start to get to work.
Marv, this whole time,
It's a
though,
mad
just
dash.
been holding on.
Oh!
Les takes a tag. He's down to 13 HP now.
Sarsi?
Does he expect Marv
Sarsi?
this close?
Yeah, but look at Sarsi. Okay, takes down Crashy's, now game on.
30
Gives him
seconds
a
left.
little bit more. Oh, Gless!
What?
Punishing Marv on the hop up, and now we're in a
Spike
2v2.
planted.
Spike is down, so time in OpTic's side. But you know that support system is far away. Sarsi, they know he was over by B. They've got a ways to wait here, and Les needs to stay patient.
It's 13 HP for Les as well, and only working with the Bulldog. FNS actually tucked up in tree here. Right, actually, Les gets it. That's his third now. The Owl Drone will reveal Ye.
13 HP, making it look lucky, but it is Ye on the other side.
The dark
Does he wait? He waits so patiently, he finds one the second, he can't do it, it's Sarsi! And somehow this falls down in Loud's favor, and once again we know these guys are damn good on this side. But once again, the unorthodox is hitting here. What was this round? The spike left where it was. 4 players from Loud. I mean, come on.
I mean, 2 things. That's the last time we see that default from OpTic. It's the last time we see the spike there on the floor. I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely. God, and almost an overplay. A bailout round from Les. He was left on so little HP, and once again he's doing this.
Sassy luckily closes out. It costs them so much, though, once again. He's well just scraping together another purchase. A Judge and a Bulldog to round this out. Hunter's Fury and a Lockdown available now for Loud. And they brought it within 2. The Stinger's on the other side, though.
Last minute.
OpTic. Be a pace change here.
Yeah, but there's still that fight for B main, and it can be such a swing factor of if it actually goes right, they win out and they keep control of the map, and now with the mid pressure, they might commit behind it, but no, the timing's actually really good for this hit to come on in. Yeah, Aspas and Sarsi deal with both sides of this hit from OpTic, and yeah, lesser weapons just being mowed through. It's now down to Marv and FNS. Just the last one here,
remaining.
and it's dealt with comfortably enough. Loud, 3 standing, didn't crumble under the pressure there at all.
Just like we said for OpTic, this comes back to a crucial purchase again. But in Loud's favor this time around. A little bit of a buffer now, but it's not much. Aspas will be able to offset that slightly with the Blade Storm. This will be basically everything in the bank for OpTic. And this is the round Loud can equalize.
There's a reason this veto looked good for Loud. There's a reason coming through the upper side set them up for success. This was one of the maps. This was one of the sides. Already showing the discipline, the capability to bring this scoreline back to where it's at. OpTic still trying things, still getting proactive. And speaking of that, 3 players out of A main, and the spike's coming this way.
They've got numbers advantage on this. If they push through here, Sadak's ready with the flash.
Flash goes in, and Mark Strategy gets away completely scot-free. And they've made such mid-progress here on the other side of things.
The Aldron will reveal it, but already through market here.
As long as the spike doesn't get caught, this is a really good read, but Sasi gets away. Quick moves, keeps him living, and Ye gonna try and close the gap though, noticing potentially one towards Bowhouse, not 100% sure, but it's a player towards Close Cat to punish. And buying time, precious seconds is Sasi, dealt with and beheaded. The site now looking more vulnerable. FNS gonna step forward, clearing the back of Bowhouse, no, but it's gonna be the trade for Marv. Now the spike on the side, but look at the reinforcements. They finally made it here.
Just Marv and Crashes left now.
Spike
Still got the
planted.
paranoia. Sadak actually gets found though. Marv's found the headshot.
It's a 2v2 now, and I'm looking towards where Crashes is off to. He's playing the smoke. He's holding the space, the temptation, beckoning, and he's going to swing it! He's going to get one!
Last
And puts
player
Marv in the
standing.
1v1. The Iceman himself. The Omen battle about to go down. Pancada on the other side. Still got a little bit of utility to play with on Pancada too.
So
How's
much
he go
time is
about
he
this?
though.
You're right, you can hear the clock starting to tick. Time is not on his side anymore. Marv shoulder peeks it. Bides his time, a second, down to a danger, and he's just dipping back in. He's toying with him. He's playing with his food. Marv is doing so much in this, but does he have the time on it now, Pancada? No, he doesn't. Marv played it to the second and played him like a fiddle.
OpTic get to 10. They answer back now after Loud building in 3 rounds. You look at the knock-on effect though. OpTic's purchase is going to struggle here. What a beautiful round though from both sides. Again, the back and forth is insane. You see the awareness here. Crashes looking to be unorthodox. Get inside that smoke, cause problems, run the clock down as much as possible. Still ultimates available for Loud. Now lockdown for FNS now as well. You can see there's a Stinger, there's a Spectre here in this purchase, and Aspas back on the operator.
Oh, this is going to be such a fun battle. Aspas posted towards middle on this.
Similar scenes. Look how deep Rob.
Oh,
Sit
the
early on,
timing.
Aspas swings it.
The intuition on the timing, just steps out, finds Crashies midway up cap. Lovely stuff. Now the pressure going to continue to mount though. Ye is just taking space.
Barreling through.
He's straight up tree. What?
He could be on Sassy and Aspas.
Excuse me, how's he been allowed to do this? How has anyone let Ye off the leash? How have they let him get this far?
There's no rotation.
And no one's noted this yet. Pancada's still, you know, trying to do his work, just sat towards hell, and Ye's above him. This is not normal behavior at all. Ye has somehow just appeared behind him, and this is a devastating round to lose potentially. Now with a spike on the side, they can start looking towards getting the plant, but still, Sadak falls away. Hunter's Fury, I think, just got invested. It did! Darcy found Victor! FNS on the trade, still posting it. Marv again! How much can one man do? Sassy doing bailout work as well. And now Sassy against FNS. And the time, a couple more precious seconds. But look at where FNS is going.
Sassy's
All
got
the
the
way
read.
around. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one! FNS! All the way around. And I thought Sassy read that. I thought he was ready for what was coming. I still am just absolutely in shock and awe of how Ye got to that position. Still.
It's flipped back the other way now. Another ridiculous. Marv just going down swinging here. The only thing to actually put him down, the Hunter's Fury. They said Sassy's so close to the mark here. But OpTic find their 11th. They forced the second time out here.
Yep. The 3 on the trot that Loud were able to claim has now been answered back almost in kind. 2 back-to-back for OpTic. Let's see where they decide to take this one. Big info already, but no surprises here.
Semi-force here.
Right here.
I mean, 700 left in the bank for Aspas and Sadak. A Stinger and a Spectre, but a Bulldog for Sassy.
And my armor with it too. I mean, he's doing what he can, I guess. A relatively sizable investment. And look how deep they're already sitting in towards this. No commitment on that one, V8. Sadak is going to fill that space and need to be very cautious now. Play forward for Sadak, and there's just no good options. There's no good outcome for him. The rotations are coming in. Pancada forced to the back of the site, and away we go. Yay, first man forward. The flash is good. Sarsi's still going to find one, but it all feels for now as already the site's been completely and utterly ravaged by OpTic. Up towards heaven, it's going to be less. And Aspas trying to play it back in, but look at the weaponry, Mike. You noted it early on. It really wasn't good at the start, and it's certainly not good now.
Spectre on the Bulldog to work back in here. 4 to find Yay. Still got that Bladestorm after so much damage conceded here. Right at the choke point. Yay looking to get aggressive. Crashy's the one to find the wallbang. OpTic on map point. And like I said, the finances haven't been comfortable either side. I think this is Loud just looking to make it as uncomfortable as possible on the repurchase. And OpTic taking no chances with this.
You practiced that against me.
They put the lockdown in. Another beautifully handled. It was anti-eco, but a Guardian, some light shields here. Not an awful lot for Loud to work with. Some gaps in utility as well. OpTic, I feel like they're hitting their stride now.
Confidence will be brimming, and the high flash to allow the steps forward. Aspas
Aspas
has got
revealed
as well. Yeah, he's gonna not do anything about it. Aspas gonna fight too, and just tries to play his life. I don't know how he just got 2 kills out of that, but apparently that's just fine. Sadak, I think, got tagged. He's down a little lower, but Marv's in the site. Again, these rounds are absolutely unfathomable. Marv tucked in the corner, and Sadak's got him dead. Good resilience, but what a bailout from Aspas. Seemingly fully blind, but didn't seem to make a blind bit of difference.
Beautifully coordinated piece as well. Pancada going to line up the last 2. Loud on 9 now. Again, the first time we've seen this, though, the flash over the top, the cloud burst in mid just to try and pressure Aspas. The Nano Swarm lineup coming through as well. He takes so much damage here, and he's suppressed, so we can't even dash out of Pizza. That's it, beautifully constructed. Just trying to catch him off guard.
I mean, between the 2 flashes, that was wildly impressive. The first flash to set them up, as you noted, the high flash that comes in, but there was the second. But just in between that split second, he got vision, actually got 2. So 12 to 9.
I mean, it's a credit to just how insane Aspas is.
Yeah, absolutely. He had seconds to work with, maybe less, but still got him out of danger. Crashies goes down instantly. And that's going to be the spike. Left for a second, but quickly picked back up. Now, you can look at the buy here. FNS really the only danger man, I'd say, with that rifle. The rest, obviously, up against it here. And, of course, the perfect purchase on the other side now. It's time to enjoy a little bit of that money that's been evading them this half so far. But with 9 rounds to 12, a couple more chances to try and close here. Nice and clean for Aspas, steals a victor. Looks like Marv's on the chopping block, but he's still standing. And we're, what the hell is going on? Aspas! I don't understand it, but I don't understand how we're in a 2v2 again! This game is blowing my mind!
But look at the spike. Where OpTic have had to reposition to. Sadak's got to be careful here, though, because he could get caught. What is that? He found the headshot.
Just casual, real casual. The 180 just denies FNS. But once again, there is one man, and it is Jay. And a 1v2.
Another 1v2.
They look destined for him sometimes. It looks like it's so simple for him.
30 seconds left.
Sadak, such a cerebral play. You got Pancada playing safe as well. Might get the 1v1, but that might be all he gets. He doesn't have a shot of it. Lovely from Sadak.
Show me that Bladestorm again. Did he catch just a pixel ahead of the paranoia?
Or did he just send it? Cool, that's fine.
Okay,
I think there was a pixel, but I mean bloody no.
Marv's reaction.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Go back in. You can hear the purchase here, and you can see he's straight up in towards middle, but it's all a fake. It's all a straight up fake, but they deal him so quickly. And Aspas rattles off a shot. Crashy's dead. Cross now being watched, gonna spot a pixel on the TP going forward. He's got to know he's somewhere close. The flash is really good though. Marv set up to succeed. Aspas gone. Pancada tucked in the corner, tries to get out of there. TP's away. 10 HP. Sprays in a praise. And this time, no one's answering. A 3v3 somehow after 2 big picks at the start coming up for Loud, and the fight continues. F&S ferocious towards Heaven. Wants Sassy dead, he can't do it. Les is there, and Les is still standing. Loud hold on again.
What a beautiful retake. Absolutely perfect. They recover the operator as well. Les has his lockdown back up. I mean, I said the spike plant will make a difference. It's not going to be a massive difference. We're able to scrape together a couple of rifles, but the utility will suffer. They're missing shields on the side of Marved. It's a broken purchase here in round 24.
Oh, we get an OT in map 1.
Give it to me.
Let's go. Let's go. I don't need my voice. It's fine. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Actually, maybe both. Yeah, we look at the purchase, and it's what a rifle, no armor. It's scrappy, it's Johnson, and Sassy this time. Warded away from the spam.
Actually concedes a little bit there. Is that the sheriff from Yay? Yeah. So reading that perfectly as OpTic actually drift back towards B main. Yay has to be the tip of the spear here. Actually, previously the Nano Swarm actually set up for that dash onto Switch, but Yay's been getting pretty fruity with some of these dashes onto B side.
Deploying drone.
Yeah, I mean, he set himself
So much info.
That's everything. The entire plan now seen. Sassy
Right here.
ready for business. Oh, the timing.
He's committed to that second half of the spray. Would have done a ton of damage.
And for OpTic, it feels like they're going to have to start almost brute forcing this. They have no info anywhere else on the map at this point. Yeah, they'll force out a shot and maybe take up a little bit of the space in middle. FNS does now have his lockdown ready. And that's going to be committed. 35 seconds and the counter comes out.
Sanak's not here with the nade either, so see already less slipping away. Sassy respecting this.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, game back on then. And all the information once again flowing, but OpTic need to make this
Oh
down!
my God!
And it's just an absolute spray down between Les and Sassy. They have no idea, and Aspas makes his debut on the round. And this is just destined to be an unbelievable game between these two. The duel of fate. It's almost your downfall from the very word go. OpTic were held on 12 for such a long time.
We call it scripted, but we are way off script here in terms of what we were expecting out of this map 1. OpTic exceeding expectations. Loud. Like I said, I don't even feel as if they're playing poorly. OpTic have just come in with a totally new approach here. They're swinging back and forth. So many of those rounds. I feel like the last 5 or 6, we kept talking about the economy, other than Loud stabilizing finally in like round 22, 23. If OpTic continue with how they approach the regulation side.
But remember this duo on this side as well. Yeah. This was a really key component in what made this side look actually quite exceptional. Was the combo between
the double stack in mid.
Victor,
they're going to look for less.
And I mean, maybe rightly so. The guy got away with a little bit more free than they like. They've spotted him again. There's 3 players put to cast, and that's him dealt with. Now, where's the rest? Pancada with a critical trade though. Crashy's going to get dealt with as they did try and commit towards middle, but it's going to spur on the hit towards the A site.
Enemy tag.
I think that actually takes the tag with the Aldo in there, so won't be able to come through, commit to that flash. Now that coming through. He's getting aggressive here, but he's spammed through by Yay.
Yeah, he's going to just deny it, and actually Aspas is the one to get aggressive right on back in. Silence in FNS, and putting it back down to this 3v3, but they're walking wounded. Victor dives on in! And dives right back on out of the round. What is going on? 1 by 1! They face, and 1 by 1 they fall. Loud advantage in OT.
And another round where OpTic are just looking to fight to the death ahead of these spike plants. Beautiful stuff. The setup, though, you can see it formulating, the cogs starting to turn. And it's a 3-man crunch onto Les. They create a little bit of pressure on the back of Victor and Marv with that one-way in A main. Almost baiting Loud to come and challenge it, burn up some utility. And the timing is perfect. Less isolated, but Loud alter the outcome there.
So, there's the 3-play stack for Loud as well. The flash is perfect. And they're going to take the space quickly. Marv progress made. Now, Tommy the Torrent going to take a little bit of contact. But Pancada just catching strays there. Marv strides in and they're playing so aggressive. And it's Sadak this time with 2. The quick pop flash, the underhand gives him a little second to back away. You can see Ye Temptation beckoning, calling his name.
They didn't hear the steps.
They have no idea he's here. And do they turn? Do they look?
Oh
He's
my
got
God.
3 players! Oh my word, it's Ye!
You have got to be kidding me. How do they keep getting away with this?
I don't know. I don't know. It's always someone. It's always someone.
Doing his best Marv's cosplay in round 26.
Look at this. Gut-wrenching for Loud. Still, must be nice for OpTic. When you have someone like Ye.
Previous round, we'll have Aspas in conjunction. But OpTic switched things up. Ye looking to try and get ahead. He's revealed.
I thought he'd gotten away with that. I thought he was just in front of it, but no. Oh,
What?
great pick for Sassy.
What?
They take away Ye.
How? I mean, Ye couldn't dash out. He got suppressed there. Tried to get ahead of the knife.
Take flight.
I feel like this has been one of the cleanest first bloods
Yeah.
we've actually seen. No regress on the back of it. Marved and Crashies now tasked with holding on to A site. Victor actually tucked in. He's got a contact play off the turret here. He could go huge.
This is everything for
read
Victor.
it.
They know exactly
flash?
where he is.
Where's
It's
the
too
flash?
late. Victor misreading the timing and just facing his demise with the spray from Finesse. Still gonna find 2. It ain't over yet because Mars made it on site. The paranoia perfectly timed in the TP to find a little bit of safety. He ain't letting this site go. Crashies lingering over from CT, but he needs big kills here, and he's got 1. He can't get the second. And now a 1v2 for
30
Crashies.
seconds left.
As the shock dart invested, our drone goes up, gonna spot the player on the side, that's no problem. But it's a 1 towards Boathouse, and with 20 seconds, they don't have the plant down just yet. Can he keep his composure? Can Crashies cool them on their nerves? Tries to get a little semblance of silence, just hold on
10
for a
seconds
second.
left.
And now he starts to build. He tries to get that pick towards the back of Boathouse. 5 more seconds. They're running low on plant time. With 7 HP, he's charging down on the side. Oh, it's dead! It's not enough!
Sassy!
What is Dusty made of? 3 HP, still standing, still breathing. It gets them to 14.
That is an absolutely heartbreaking round loss. You got to feel like Crashies has him
He did.
dead to rights.
He did. Was it 4 HP?
Spike down B.
What the hell was that? I can't believe he's just won that.
And you know it, that second between the right click and then the shot coming back in felt like
Oh
an
my
eternity
God.
for Crashies.
Oh my
3 HP.
God.
3 HP. We go again. No rest for the wicked, and the underhand flash marked. Turned it well enough that he would have at least gotten a shot back into this, but already looking towards that A site. Rotations are on the way.
Looking invested. It's a big pace change here. Sadak gets ahead of it, does get revealed by the knife though. And actually the tag on Pancada. He's gonna be feeling so much pressure, but he found a kill. Victor's down.
Pancada's just standing in the open, taking the fight! And Loud